In the last video, we discussed about what were the different kind of problems or challenges that the makers of Indian Constitution faced, and there were also certain advantages. Now, in this video, we will be looking into who were the makers of the Indian Constitution. Your Constitution of India je actually costly बनायो. Okay, so this document, okay, the Constitution of our country was drafted, or it was written by an assembly of elected representatives, which was called the Constituent Assembly. Okay, so Constitution of India frame गर्ने चाहिँ को हो, Constituent Assembly हो, जुन चाहिँ सेटअप भएको थियो under the Cabinet Mission Plan of 1946. Okay, so this Constituent Assembly चाहिँ, it was an elected, it was a body, it was an assembly of elected representatives, okay, who were coming from 292 provinces of India, 93 princely states, okay, and four representatives were from the chief commissioner provinces from Delhi, Ajmer Mewar, Kurg, and the British Balochistan. Okay, the total yo Constituent Assembly ma 389 members were there. Okay, this is how the Constituent Assembly was formed, which consisted of 389 members. Okay, र यो Constituent Assembly चाहिँ यसको मेन यसको सेटअप गर्ने मेन मोटिभ चाहिँ के थियो, टु ड्राफ्ट द कन्स्टिट्युसन अफ इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट इन्डिया. ओके, सो कन्स्टिट्युन्ट असेम्ब्लीले चाहिँ कन्स्टिट्युसन अफ इन्डिया बनाएको हो. सो दे वर द मेकर्स अफ द कन्स्टिट्युसन अफ आवर कन्ट्री. ओके, सो कतिवटा मेम्बर्स थियो, 389 मेम्बर्स थियो. सो त्यति, दिस इज हाउ 1946मा दिस कन्स्टिट्युन्ट असेम्ब्ली फर्म भएको थियो. ओके, र त्यति बेला इफ यु सी इन्डिया र पाकिस्तानको पार्टिसन भएको थिएन. ओके, सो जति पनि हाम्रो इन्डिया र पाकिस्तान त्यो डल्लै रिजन गरेर चाहिँ फ्रम अल दोज प्रोभिन्सेस जति पनि छ है, जति पनि प्रिन्सली स्टेट्सहरू छ, ओके, अल दिसबाट चाहिँ मेम्बर्सहरू चाहिँ इलेक्ट भएको थियो, र दिस इज हाउ द कन्स्टिट्युन्ट असेम्ब्ली वाज formed. Okay, now the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly was held on 6th December 1946. Okay, so Constituent Assembly formed by Pachi. First meeting was done on 6th December 1946. Okay, but unfortunately after this meeting India and Pakistan ko partition भयो. Okay, र त्यसले गर्दाखेरि the Constituent Assembly पनि divide हुनु पर्यो into the Constituent Assembly of India and Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Okay, so जुन चाहिँ 389 members भएको जुन चाहिँ Constituent Assembly थियो, now त्यो divide हुनु पर्यो for Pakistan and for India. Okay, so now त्यो 389 members के भयो, divide भयो. Okay, so the Constituent Assembly of India ma we had 299 members. Okay, so you can see the picture, it's not very clear, but this is the total 299 members ले चाहिँ हाम्रो Constituent Assembly of India form भएको थियो, and they were the actual makers of a constitution of our country. Okay, with this 299 members, with the help of them, the Constitution of India was made. Okay, and it was adopted on 26th November 1949, and it came into effect on 26th January 1950. Okay, now 26 January 1950 मा चाहिँ हाम्रो constitution चाहिँ it came into effect भनेको त्यो दिन चाहिँ constitution हाम्रो लागू भयो. That means whatever laws, whatever rules जुन चाहिँ constitution मा बनाएको थियो, it actually came into effect only from 26 January 1950. And this day, as you all know, it is observed as the Republic Day in our country. Okay, so you have to be very clear here. Adopted कहिले भएको, that means हामीले constitution लाई कहिले हामीले accept गर्यो, that was on 26 November 1949 है. तर त्यो लागू कहिलेदेखि भयो, when did it come into effect, that is from 26 January 1950. Okay, so this can be tricky, so don't get confused in this part. Alright, so India को Constituent Assembly मा 299 members थियो. With the help of these 299 members, the Constitution of India was made, and it was adopted on 26 November 1949, and it came into effect on 26 January 1950. Now, Constituent Assembly जुन चाहिँ फर्म भइसकेपछि once it was decided that the 299 members जुन चाहिँ डिसाइड भइसकेपछि this Constituent Assembly ले एउटा body appoint गर्यो that was called the drafting committee. Okay, र drafting committee को work चाहिँ के थियो भन्दाखेरि to actually draft the constitution. So constitution लेख्ने है this work was given to a committee that was called the drafting committee. Okay, so Constituent Assembly को भित्र जुन चाहिँ 299 members छ त्यहाँबाट नै drafting committee form गर्यो र this drafting committee was given the work to draft the constitution of our country. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, okay, you can see the person who is in the middle, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar, he was the chairman of this drafting committee. Okay, so he has played a very significant role in making of the Indian constitution. So that is why B.R. Ambedkar is also known as the father of Indian constitution. Okay, so who was the chairman of the drafting committee? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so don't get confused again. 299 members बाट नै यो drafting committee form भएको थियो. Okay, the drafting committee को काम चाहिँ के थियो? To draft the constitution. Constitution को जुन चाहिँ लेख्ने काम जुन चाहिँ छ बनाउने मेन जुन चाहिँ वर्क छ that was actually given to the drafting committee जसको chairperson या chairman चाहिँ को थियो? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so this is how 25th November 1949 मा Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, okay, he handed over the draft constitution to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was the president of the Constituent Assembly. Okay, so Dr. Rajendra Prasad he was the president of the Constituent Assembly. So finally 25th November 1949 मा यो ड्राफ्टिङ कमिटीले कन्स्टिट्युसन बनाइसकेपछि ड्राफ्ट गरिसकेपछि त्यो प्रेजेन्ट गर्दैछ यहाँनिर इन दिस पिक्चर यु क्यान सी डक्टर बिआर अम्बेडकर इज ह्यान्डिङ ओभर द ड्राफ्ट कन्स्टिट्युसन टु द प्रेसिडेन्ट अफ द कन्स्टिट्युन्ट असेम्बली डक्टर Rajendra Prasad. Okay, so Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he was the president of the Constituent Assembly, and later on, independent India ko he became the first president. Okay, drafting constitution, draft constitution माथि थुप्रो डिबेट भइसकेपछि फाइनली यहाँनिर ड्राफ्ट कन्स्टिट्युसनलाई उनीहरूले के गर्दैछ साइन गर्दैछ. Okay, that means त्यसलाई एक्सेप्ट गर्दैछ. Okay, so you can see all these leaders who are putting their sign, that means they are giving an assent, that means उनीहरूले अग्री गर्दैछ त्यो ड्राफ्ट कन्स्टिट्युसनमा जति पनि त्यसमा डिस्कसन भएपछि लास्टमा जब फाइनल डकुमेन्ट रेडी भयो फाइनल कन्स्टिट्युसन रेडी भयो दिस इज हाउ अल द मेम्बर्स अफ कन्स्टिट्युन्ट असेम्बलीले त्यसमा के गर्दैछ सिग्नेचर गर्दैछ अप्रुभिङ द कन्स्टिट्युसन अफ आवर कन्ट्री. ओके, सो नाउ देयर इज अ क्वेसन, why should we follow the constitution that was made more than 69 years ago? है हामी इन्डिपेन्डेन्ट भएको कति इयर्स भइसक्यो. सो 1950 मा कन्स्टिट्युसन हाम्रो इफेक्टमा आयो, बट आजसम्म हामीले के गर्दैछ वी आर फलोइङ द कन्स्टिट्युसन. वाइ सुड वी डु द्याट है? यत्रो पुरानो कन्स्टिट्युसन यत्रो इयर्स अगाडि बनाएको कन्स्टिट्युसन चाहिँ हामीले किन चाहिँ अझै पनि फलो गर्नुपर्छ? सो द्याट्स अ क्वेसन. सो त्यसमा डिफ्रेन्ट रिजन्स छ. द फर्स्ट रिजन इज द्याट जुन चाहिँ कन्स्टिट्युसन बनायो this constitution does not reflect the views of its members alone. That means यो constitution जुन चाहिँ बनायो त्यसमा त्यो 299 members को views मात्रै छैन, but it expresses the broad consensus of its time. भनेको त्यो 299 members ले चाहिँ they did not think just about themselves, but उनीहरूले whole country को लागि, all the communities that live in our country, all the different kind of language groups, all different kind of people जुन चाहिँ छ इन्डियामा त्यो सबैलाई उनीहरूले के गर्यो represent गर्यो, and that is how they made the constitution of our country. Okay, र उनीहरूले खालि आफूलाई मात्रै ध्यानमा राखेर बनाएको होइन, but they have thought about the different kind of people that are part of the Indian population. Okay, now if you see कतिवटा कन्ट्रिजहरूले वर्ल्डमा they had to rewrite their constitution है, किनभने त्यहाँको पिपलले त्यो कन्स्टिट्युसनमा बनाएर पनि त्यो रुल्सलाई के गरेन, एक्सेप्ट गरेन. Okay, and in some countries constitution is there but it is only as a piece of a paper. कसैले पनि एक्चुअली त्यसलाई के गर्दैन, फलो गर्दैन. But if you look at the constitution of our country, it is very very different है. हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ एक्सपिरियन्स छ कन्स्टिट्युसनसँग that is very different. किन भन्दाखेरि यत्रो सेन्चुरी बाद पनि कन्स्टिट्युसनमा भएको जुन चाहिँ रुल्सहरू छ, लजहरू छ, त्यसलाई त्यसको प्रोभिजन्सहरूलाई क्वेसन गरेको छैन. So till now, no social groups or political parties in our country have questioned the legitimacy. That means legitimacy भनेको त्यसको भ्यालिडिटी अझै पनि त्यो भ्यालिड छ कि छैन है, त्यो भ्यालिडिटी त्यसको क्वालिटीलाई अहिलेसम्म कसैले पनि क्वेसन गरेको छैन. ओके, सो दिस इट्सेल्फ सोज द्याट द कन्स्टिट्युसन जुन चाहिँ बनायो हाम्रो all these years ago, जति पनि हाम्रो लिडर्सहरूले कन्स्टिट्युसन बनायो, दिस कन्स्टिट्युसन इज स्टिल भ्यालिड टुडे. आजको समयमा पनि त्यो कन्स्टिट्युसन अझै पनि के छ, भ्यालिड छ. ओके, बिकज कसैले पनि त्यसको भ्यालिडिटीलाई अहिलेसम्म क्वेसन गरेको छैन. ओके, वेरएज कतिवटा कन्ट्रिजमा कन्स्टिट्युसनहरू के भइरहेको छ, इट्स ओन्ली एज अ पिस अफ अ पेपर or people don't follow the constitution at all. So the second reason is that the Constituent Assembly represented the people of India. Okay, jati pani 299 members that were there in the Constituent Assembly, they represented the different kind of people living in India. Okay, now if you see त्यति बेला इन्डियामा युनिभर्सल अडल्ट फ्रेन्चाइज थिएन. Okay, but still यो जुन चाहिँ 299 मेम्बर्सहरू आयो, they were from different provinces of India, they were from different geographical regions of India, they represented the different kind of people that lived in India, language groups देखि लिएर caste groups देखि लिएर okay, अलग अलग regions देखि लिएर women representatives पनि they were there in the assembly. So this is how Constituent Assembly Universal Adult Franchise को थ्रुबाट फर्म नभए पनि है, हामीले डाइरेक्टली उनीहरूलाई नछाने पनि these members were from different parts of our country. So different parts बाट आउँदाखेरि they represented the different people, the different kind of people that lived in India. Okay, so that's the second reason why we should accept our constitution. किनभने यसमा जुन चाहिँ मेम्बर्सहरू आएको थियो, त्यो मेम्बर्सहरू चाहिँ अलग अलग जग्गाबाट आएको थियो, अलग अलग पिपललाई represent गर्थ्यो. Okay, र that is how this became a very democratic constituent assembly representing the people of our country. Now the next and the final reason, which is very important, is that Constituent Assembly, the way in which it worked, it in itself gives sanctity to the constitution. That means जस्तो प्रकारले Constituent Assembly काम गर्यो, त्यो itself shows that हाम्रो constitution चाहिँ it was made in a very fine manner. So the Constituent Assembly, they worked in a very systematic manner, in a very open and even in a consensual manner. Right? Systematic भनेको they followed a process. उनीहरूले randomly बसेर they did not draft the constitution. They followed a process, एउटा systematic process उनीहरूले follow गर्यो. Okay, र whatever was done, okay, जस्तो प्रकारले constitution बनायो, it was very open. That means के clausesहरू बनाउँदैछ, के rules बनाउँदैछ, that was very openly put up for the people to know about it. Okay, open discussions-हरू भयो, सबैजनाले त्यसकोमा आफ्नो आफ्नो views-हरू दिनु सक्यो. Okay, so this is how in a very open and a consensual manner the Constituent Assembly worked on making of the constitution. Okay, if you see first ma उनीहरूले एउटा simple principles, basic principle, a basic guideline बनायो for making the constitution, जुन चाहिँ सबैजनाले agree गर्यो, सबैजनाले मिलेर decide गरेर एउटा principle बनायो, basic rules बनायो to make the constitution. त्यहाँदेखि बादमा जुन चाहिँ ड्राफ्टिङ कमिटी बनाएको थियो, डाक्टर बिआर अम्बेडकर जो चाहिँ त्यो ड्राफ्टिङ कमिटीको चेयरपर्सन थियो, they prepared a draft for the discussion. Okay, so Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and that drafting committee ले आफै बसेर constitution बनाएको हैन नि. Okay, first मा उनीहरूले मिलेर जति 299 मेम्बर्सले मिलेर जुन चाहिँ प्रिन्सिपल्स बनाएको थियो, बेसिक आउटलाइन बनाएको थियो, बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल्सहरू बनाएको थियो, त्यसको आधारमा चाहिँ the drafting committee made a draft constitution for discussion. That means whatever the drafting committee made, त्यो उनीहरूले त्यसै एक्सेप्ट गरेको हैन नि. Okay, that was open for discussion. So constitution जब draft गरिसक्यो drafting committee ले, त्यहाँदेखि त्यसमाथि a lot of discussion took place. Okay, so in the picture you can see that different kind of, this is how Constituent Assembly ले work गर्यो. Okay, different people are working there, they are all working on papers, discussion is taking place. Okay, so this is how the Constituent Assembly worked. So several rounds of thorough discussions took place on the draft constitution clause by clause. That means जुन चाहिँ draft constitution बनाए drafting committee ले, त्यसमा every point, every clauses माथि discussion took place. Okay, सबैजनाले आफ्नो आफ्नो भ्युज दिन सक्यो त्यसमा. Okay, and त्यसमा यदि amendments, okay, if there were any changes that were to be made, है, जति suggestionsहरू आयो त्यो suggestionsहरू it was taken, changes were made. Okay, so more than 2000 amendments भनेको 2000 चेन्जेसहरू त्यो ड्राफ्ट कन्स्टिट्युसनमा it was considered. Okay, र the members जुन चाहिँ छ 299 members, उनीहरूले all together 114 days spread over 3 years, that means 3 years मा 114 days use गर्यो only to discuss and deliberate on the constitution that was made by the drafting committee. Okay, र यो discussion, यो deliberation जब भएको थियो, everything has been recorded. Every word that was spoken in the Constituent Assembly, that has been recorded and it has been preserved. Okay, this recorded जुन चाहिँ document छ, that is also known as the Constituent Assembly debates, है. र यदि यसलाई print गर्नु पर्यो भने it becomes 12 bulky volumes of ठुलो ठुलो 12 वटा ठुलो ठुलो किताब बनिन सक्छ if we print this Constituent Assembly debates. Okay, so all this is a testimony, है. यो जस्तो प्रकारले उनीहरूले काम गर्यो, itself is a testimony that हाम्रो constitution was made in a best possible manner. Okay, so that is why the constitution that was made more than 60 years ago, आज पनि हामीले त्यसलाई के गर्छ, follow गर्छ.